Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Men's Lifestyle Club. This is Fletcher. So I just wanted to outline exactly how you can sacrifice your late teens and 20s and enjoy the rest of your life afterwards. Essentially, if you're not too sure what I mean by that, I mean giving up the pleasures in your teens and 20s so that you can retire early, first of all, retire around age 30, and enjoy the rest of your life and indulge in whatever you'd like to for the rest of your life. Just do what you want for the rest of your life. Have financial, time, location freedom. Do whatever you want in the rest of your life beyond 30. And all it takes is that 10-year window between 18, or 12 years, between 18 and 30. That's all you need to give up. Then you can enjoy the 50 other years to about 80. You'll probably die. You enjoy 50 years of doing whatever you want. All you have to give up is 12. So I guess we'll start out. The first thing that you can do, you should do, if you're my age, I'm 18, the first thing that you should be doing is getting a job. If you're studying, that could be a part-time job, or if you can make it work, do a full-time job. Just get a job, work as much as you can. Preferably do an industry that you think you may want to work in the future or start a business in the future, because if you can get that industry experience in your resume, you're going to look so much better to potential employers in the future, and you're going to gain that experience firsthand. Say you want to own a gym, get a job working the front desk in a gym. You'll understand all of the processes and all of the membership details and everything that has to happen in a gym for it to run well. You'll learn that, and they'll pay you for it. It's how good's that? You get paid to learn how to do what you want to do. Couldn't ask for something better. That'd be like if someone that wanted to be a lawyer could just go work as a lawyer and gain that experience without having to do a degree and shit. Like, it's cheat codes, bro. It's cheats. Anyway. So first off, if you're a late teenager, early 20s, whatever you are, find a job. I'd say around 2 to 3 times, preferably around as much as possible, really. But 2 to 3 times your weekly expenses is good, because then you can, every week that you work, you're gaining 2 or 3 weeks of time where you can live off your savings. You need to be saving all of the disposable income you can, all of the excess, and putting it away for the future. Or, instead of putting it away for the future, invest in yourself. This is the other thing you need to do at a young age. If you invest in yourself, pay off so greatly in the future. That $2,000 course that you might buy, it seems expensive, but that could teach you how you can start a business or get a job which will pay you millions in the future or as years go on. $2,000 investment for $1 million return. Let that sink in. You can buy that course for $2,000 and it pays off $1 million. That's a $500,000 X. That's a 500,000 X. Sorry. I don't understand people that are so against education to the point that they find virtue in denying education and saying, no, I don't want to learn from anyone. I don't want to pay money to learn from someone, to learn something which will benefit you and pay you back more than you paid that person that taught it to you. It's stupid, it's immature to deny education and its value, because that education improves you as a person. Yeah, sure, you might not use that certificate or that degree or whatever it is, or that diploma, you might not use it in your job or your work, but it will improve you as a person. It'll increase your employability if you want to work a job, and it'll increase your, just say you did a diploma in accounting. Suddenly, if you run any business, every single business needs an accountant. It needs accounting. If you do, say, a diploma or a certificate in accounting, and you run a business, you're going to know so much more than someone who's running a business that doesn't know accounting. you'll save thousands of dollars every single year of your business, because accountants, they charge quite a bit. You'll save thousands. Say that diploma costs you $3,000, and say the accountant fee is $1,500. After 2 years, you will have made your money back through your savings on accounting, and also you'll have better financial intelligence. Whether you like it or not, you're going to know more about finance and how to manage money, because that's what accounting is. And yeah, so after those first 2 years of not having to pay an accountant to do your accounts, you're going to be saving $1,500 year on year on year. It's going to pay off. It's a worthwhile investment. You've increased your knowledge, you've increased your financial literacy, and you're saving literal dollars. You'd be stupid not to take something like that. Personally, I'm not doing it, but I'm still studying. I'm actually doing a commerce degree, because the way that I see it, this degree will probably cost me around $45,000 in total. However, the knowledge, the financial literacy that I'll gain from that will it's a perfect plan B if business does not work, because there's so many opportunities in the commerce sector. That's business. I could go into law. I could go into management. I could go into finance. I could go into banking. Anything really. There's so many different opportunities for employment that I can take from that. It cost me $45,000. Half a year working in any of those sectors will pay me back my degree money. Then beyond that, I'm obviously making money. It's all profit. And furthermore, this is the main reason I'm doing it, because it'll improve my financial literacy to the point it's a masterclass in investing. Because suddenly I've studied economics, and I've studied finance, and I can understand how the financial systems work. I understand how to game the tax system. I understand how to game debt. I understand how to invest. Obviously, I'll be an accredited investor, like a professional investor. I'll be able to do financial planning if I want to. There's so many different options and different businesses I can go into. I can start a private equity fund, whatever I want to do, and that's my plan fucking B. How good of a plan B? A private equity fund. You know what BlackRock is? It's a fucking massive private equity fund, like international industry. They're managing like trillions of dollars. This company's worth billions, and that sort of shit is my plan B. Business is my plan A. Again, that's a story. As I always say, it's a story for another time. But investment in education is so important. It'll boost your resume, it'll boost your knowledge, it'll boost your wisdom, it'll boost your intelligence, it'll boost your breadth of what you understand. It'll pay off in the long run. It'll save you money. It doesn't really matter what you do. Any sort of education, as long as it's not some bullshit gender studies, any sort of education will benefit you in the long run, make you money, pay itself off, and it boosts your status, because only one in three people, I think it's a statistic, have a bachelor's degree. So if you can get yourself a bachelor's degree, you are more educated than 66% of the people on the planet. How good is that? It's probably, the international statistics probably lower. Just in Australia, where I am, I'll be more educated than 1 in 6 people. I'm sure you know what an SMV is if you're watching this video. I'm sure you know what that bullshit is. But if you're into that stuff, my SMV will increase from that. Suddenly I'll be viewed as more attractive because I'm more intelligent, I'm more educated, I can teach people that sort of shit. Education's so important, and I would recommend that anyone does it. Doesn't really matter how or what form it is, so long as you're making an effort to educate yourself and become educated, you are going to pay yourself off in life and you're going to benefit greatly from it. So that's the first bit. Investment in education and investment in yourself. Another way you can invest in yourself is by buying better quality food. It might cost you an extra $50 a week. But think about it, in Australia at least, that's 2 hours work. If you're working a job, that's 2 hours of your work to buy some extra better food. Just imagine working 3 hours a week. That's all of your food paid off for the week, and that's all good quality meats, vegetables, legumes, nuts, all that sort of shit, whatever you want, but it has to be healthy. I would recommend that you should invest in good quality food, because in terms of longevity and health throughout the future, that's going to pay off dividends, because you'll live longer, you'll live healthier, your organs will thank you for it, you'll be able to think clearer, because your brain will have what it needs, the nutrients it needs, your body will recover better from the gym. That'll be our next point. Your body will recover better from the gym, everything will just function better, you'll feel better, you'll be able to do more. You need to buy good quality food. That's part of investing in yourself. Invest in yourself. Just invest. Oh, that investment paid off. You got some more money. You got an extra $3K this month. Put it back in. Buy some more education. Buy a better gym membership where you're gonna be more motivated to work out. Don't go out and fucking say, oh, I've succeeded a bit this month, I've made an extra 2K than what I normally do, I'm gonna go blow it all on a night out. I'm gonna go rent a Porsche for $1,000, and then I'm gonna go to the club, I'm gonna get bottle service, I'm gonna fucking have all these bitches on my table. It don't matter, you shouldn't be fucking bitches in your early teens, late teens and 20s, sorry. Definitely not your early teens. But it's just, that sort of shit is a waste. Anything that, once you buy it, doesn't benefit you beyond that one day or that one night is not worth it. Sure, you might make friends, but are the friends you meet in a club really the sort of people that you want to associate with and build a connection with and go through life with? That's not the sort of people you should be looking for. Late teens, even early teens if you can, but late teens, early 20s, get a job 2 to 3 times your weekly expenses so you can put it all away and invest in yourself. You say it's 3 times, put away, say your weekly expenses are $500 a week. If you're making $1,500 a week, this is after tax, by the way. Everything's after tax. I never talk before tax, because before tax is bullshit. Once the government's taken their cut, or you've given the government what their cut is, and you've dodged your tax, that's what your actual income is. Your income is not before tax. Never think about it that way. Only if you're underneath the tax threshold, which you shouldn't be. If you're watching this YouTube channel, you should be succeeding and working on yourself and improving. So, just say your weekly expenses are $500. You should be aiming for a $1,500 a week post-tax income, and then just say you put obviously $500 goes to your weekly expenses, and then you could go $500 in savings. You put away 1 week's worth of expenses for the future, and then the extra $500 invest it in yourself. Put it in stocks if you want to. If you can't think of anything to invest in, buy some gold. I wouldn't say buy crypto. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. Don't take that as personal financial advice, because it's not. It's not financial advice. I'm just talking about what investments are, not financial advice. Yeah, but just invest in something if you can't think of anything. But the best thing you can do is invest that $500 into a course, or save it up so you can buy yourself access to a seminar, maybe that someone's running near you, or even save up a few weeks so you got about $5,000 sitting there in your investment fund, and invest it in an overseas trip to go meet with some like-minded individuals that are in the same business that you are, and discuss business with them, and talk about how you could all feed off of each other and think of new ways to improve your businesses. It's not going to affect each other. You're in the side of the world. And if it's an online business, even better. You don't even have to fly over there. You just get on a web call with them. If they're doing crazy better than you, but they're offering to sell their time, they do hour-long coach calls. Buy a coach call with it, even if it's $500, if it's $1,000, because that advice and that wisdom that they can offer you, and the way that they can point out your flaws in your business and show you how you can improve, it's worth so much more. Because just say it costs you $500 and it gets you 17 more clients across the rest of the year. Even just the rest of the year, it gets you 17 more clients in your business. Let's say each client is $50, and that's like an extra $850 that you've just made, and it costs you $500, so you've profited $350. You have more wisdom, you have more knowledge about your business for the future, so that as you go into further business, you'll learn more, and you'll know how to apply those skills more, and you'll go, oh, I'll never make that mistake again, because I paid $500 to get it fixed last time, and now I know how to fix it again. You'll never have to get that advice again, unless you're stupid and you don't listen to it. So invest in yourself, get a job. There's nothing wrong with working a job. Get a job that pays at least 3 times as preferable your weekly income, your weekly expenses. That's post-tax as well. And just cruise along. You'll still have free time to work in your business. You shouldn't quit that job until your business is paying your weekly expenses. At the very least, just paying your weekly expenses. And yeah, just do that. And stack some bands, put away some money, save as much as you can. Decrease your expenses as much as possible. So just say, look, this shit, I got a Whoop band. It's $30 a month. I don't need that. I'm probably going to cancel it this month. I've only got it on a free trial currently, so I haven't even paid for it. But I don't need it. I've taken advantage of their free trial. I've tracked my health metrics for 30 days. Everything's in check. Great. I don't need to check it again because I know that I'm doing everything right. If anything, I'll just improve it. Things like that. Because if you could find 5 ways to cancel a $30 a month even. So that could be switching gym memberships to one that's $5 cheaper. Say it's $5 cheaper each week. You've cancelled $20 a month. Now you've saved $50 because I've cancelled my Whoop band and I've got the cheaper gym membership. So I'm saving $50 more a month. If your expenses are $500, that's a tenth of a week. So every 10 months, you've saved an extra week that you wouldn't have otherwise had. You see what I mean? Just cancel little recurring payments like that. See how you can reduce your expenses and save more money. Put away as much as you can. Invest in yourself. Nothing wrong with working your job again. And then you'll be prepared for once you hit around 25, around the age of 25. And while you're also young, while you're young, you need to be lifting weights. Not even lifting weights, maybe that's what you think. You just need to be doing some sort of exercise, maybe martial arts, maybe just marathon running even. Run a marathon. I don't care. Just do some sort of exercise. I would recommend lifting weights because that'll improve your appearance, it'll improve your overall demeanor, it'll improve your confidence, it'll improve the perception that people have of you when you walk into rooms. Because you physically take up more space, they see it, they respect it. You'll get more respect from people as well. You'll increase your strength. You'll increase your capacity for aerobic output, most likely, because if you're lifting weights, you should be doing cardio, and you probably will be doing cardio. So it'll feed into different sorts of other categories in fitness, because it'll inspire you to change your lifestyle, inspire you to eat healthier, it'll inspire you to maybe start jiu-jitsu, or start Muay Thai, or start boxing. It'll bleed across into other areas of your life. It'll teach you more discipline, it'll teach you a harder work ethic, it'll teach you how to work harder. It'll it'll show you your limits. It'll show you long-term gratification and how you can improve your life through that. You'll probably just become healthier in all aspects of your life just by lifting weights. So it's one of the best things you can do with the time. It only takes about an hour a day, and it pays off so immensely. And if you start around 18, I started at 16, but if you start around 18, actually no, I started at 15. Anyway, if you start around 18, by the time you're 23, 5 years later, you're going to have the physique of a Greek god. You're going to be at one of the strongest points of your life physically. You're going to benefit from it in terms of respect. Just say you walk into a job interview, they're going to see the pectorals, the deltoids, they're going to see the biceps pumping through the shirt, and they're going to hire you on the spot. I'm telling you, they will. They'll just hire you on the spot. You'll walk in, maybe you'll do a little bit of pec pop, you'll bounce your pecs, and they'll just hire you. Male, female, doesn't matter. Whoever the hiring agent is, they're gonna hire you because you jack this shit. It's just how it works. It's how that shit works. Trust me, I know from experience. You'll be a more capable human being to lift weights. And if you're not a young man, start now. An old Chinese proverb or some shit. It's like the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Plant that tree now. Start lifting weights now. The best thing you can do with your time. The best form of exercise that you can start up. I'd recommend it to anyone. It improves your longevity as well. Fun fact. Now, once you've gained some financial backbone and a base to lift yourself up on, once you've maybe you got 50k tucked away, 100k, something around there. That should only take you a couple of years, realistically. If you do everything right, if you just say you're a 1500k a week job, 52 weeks in a year, you could be putting away $1,000 a week if you don't invest in anything beyond your $500 expenses. You could be putting away $1,000 a week, $1,000 a week. You say you work for 2 years. Bang, you got $104,000 sitting there, and it's only 2 years of your time. That's 6 figures. That's really good. Can't go wrong with that. You'd have to fuck up so badly to get yourself into a shitty situation from 100k. So invest in yourself. Go over everything again. Invest in yourself. Start working out, start lifting weights, which I would say is a form of investing in yourself. Start lifting weights, live below your means, save as much as possible. What was everything? Invest in yourself. I think that was it. Anyway, so next up, what you need to do around 25, because that's most likely when you will have finished your formal education if you went down that route. It's most likely when you will have quite a decent amount saved. Just say you were saving 50k a year, $1,000 a week. Hey, let's say less. Just say you were saving 25k a year. That's $500 a week. If you were putting away $500 a week and you did it for 5 years from the age of, let's say for 7 years, from the age of 18 where I am right now. If you did it for 7 years, from 18 to 25, you're going to have $250,000 saved. 250k. That's $250,000. That's a good amount. That's a very healthy net worth for a 25-year-old. And you're not even at the peak working point in your life, because once just say you went down the formal education route, you could get a job that's, say, 200k a year off the bat, depending what you do. 200k a year. Let's say you keep your expenses the same, which you should. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Don't spend more as you get more money. As your income increases, you shouldn't be spending more. That's what lifestyle inflation is. Don't do it. You need to try as hard as you can to keep your expenses as low as possible, or the same as life goes on, as your income increases. because then you can put away even more. Say you go $200,000 job. If you want to do a job, say you get a $2,000 job, you could put away $150K a year, very, very, very comfortably. Let's say, and that's after tax. Let's just say spend $1,000 a week at that point. That's bad. You shouldn't be inflating your lifestyle like that. But let's say it's $1,000 a week. Bang, 50K a year out the door, but you still have $150,000 left over and you're 25, and that's you're saving $150,000 a year at 25 years old. Let's say you keep your expenses at $500 a week. That's going to be roughly 25K a year. That means that you're going to be saving $175K every single year. How good is that? That's almost $200K a year. So after 10 years, you're going to have 1.75 mil sitting there, plus the $250K that you had from when you were 18 to 25. Bang, you've got $2 million at the age of 35 years old. That's ridiculous. That's insane money. Most people never touch that in their lifetime. I don't remember the statistic exactly, but it was like something like the average lifetime income for the average person is something like, what was like 3 million? So in that 10 years, well, since you were 18, so, well, it's actually 17 years, but, no, 12 years, sorry. Wait, hold on. Bro, I'm stupid. In that 17 years, from 18 to 35, you've saved $2 million. $2 million. You could retire on that if you really wanted to. You could comfortably, especially if you're spending 25K a year, you could definitely retire on that. But surely you're starting to understand what I'm saying. You just need to keep your expenses as low as possible, save as much as you can, and invest it. Because imagine you invested that $2 million, average return is like 7%. You can spend 3% to dodge inflation, to allow for inflation, sorry, so you never run out of money, and your buying power never decreases. Spend 3% of 2 million, that's 60K a year. If your expenses are 25K a year, then that means that you're going to have like, what was it, 60K a year? So you're going to have 35K a year left over to play with. You're going to have $35,000 of disposable income every single year. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. A lot of people don't even make $35,000 a year, let alone have any disposable income. That's insane. Imagine that. 35 years old, retired, and you're able to spend 60K a year. Bang. And if you can spend less than that, your investment's going to increase, and you're going to be able to spend more than 60K a year. And if you keep working, maybe another 10 years at 35. If you've worked 10 years, you're probably going to get a pay rise. Maybe you'll get up to 500K. And another 10 years, you're going to have 5 million from that 10 years. Plus the 17 years prior, you had 2 million. So you're going to have 7 million by 45 years old. How ridiculous is that? Bro, that's 210K possible that you could, if you invested it, got an average of 7%. Again, none of this is financial advice, but if you got an average of 7%, that's the S&P 500, I believe, and you allowed for inflation, roughly 4%, so you never run out of money. You keep that in there, you keep that 4% gained, and you only take out the extra 3%. So you've adjusted for inflation. It's all good. Your buying power isn't decreasing. Your investment's still going up. You take out 3% a year. Bang, 210K a year at 45 years old. $210,000 for the rest of your life, and you never have to work another day. How mind-boggling is that? $210,000. How much you can do with that? You can buy like a entry-level Lamborghini every single year if you wanted to. You could buy like 2 Mercs for that each year. That's crazy. Or, get this, you hit 25, you go down the route that I'm planning on, you start a business, which you've already been working on, and you've had multiple businesses by now, but you start your main business, your big one, like the last one you'll ever start most likely, and that could pay you millions if you do it right, if you play your cards right. I could pay you millions a year. And that shit's got to take around 12 years to set up. On average, it takes 12 years for a business to hit $1 million revenue. So 12 years later, once you're 37, you start making $1 million a year. That's going to increase if you play your cards right and you do good business, you expand. That could get yourself up to $10 million a year. Suddenly, by 45, you're making $10 million a year. You do it for 5 more years, you've got an extra 50k saved away, on top of maybe 10, 20 mil that you've saved already by then. Age 50, you could be retiring with like $60 million in the bank. That's ridiculous. Say you live somehow to 110, you can spend $1 million a year just off your savings, and if you invest it, that's insane. Just imagine that. You could be spending millions a year and never run out of money. Man, there's so much you can do in your life. So be optimistic, stay positive, sacrifice time when you're young so you can do whatever the fuck you want to do when you retire. So I started a business. Now I do have a couple of businesses currently, and they pay me quite well, and I also have a full-time. How about that? I'm working full-time. I'm studying full-time in university, and I'm running 2 businesses at the same time. Full-time job, 2 businesses, studying full-time at university. And you can't even work a part-time job around your studies. Mate, stop wasting time. Get off of TikTok, get off of YouTube, stop watching some bullshit ass videos. Get off of YouTube, stop scrolling through shorts, stop scrolling through Instagram reels. Get off of TikTok especially. Fuck TikTok, bro. Get off of TikTok, get off of Facebook, get off social media. Stop wasting your fucking time and start working now. You need to sacrifice now, because otherwise you'll hate yourself for it when you turn 30, 40 years old. As you get older, you'll have those regrets. I don't want to live with regrets. I won't. I will have 0 regrets. Sacrifice your 20s so that you can have the rest of your life doing anything you want. And if you don't do it, you'll be stuck in the rat race. You'll never make it out. The Matrix, as they say. You'll never make it out of the Matrix. Sacrifice your 20s now. Sacrifice your time now. And hell, if you're a 30-year-old watching this, sacrifice your 30s for your 40s and onwards. All it takes for anyone, no matter where you are in life, is 10 years of work, maybe 12, and you'll be a millionaire. I promise you, if you actually work hard, you stay true, you don't fuck around, you actually work, you could be a millionaire in 10 years from now. So imagine that. Not even necessarily. I mean, that's the average, so you have to assume that 50% of people become a millionaire within 12 years, and 50% become after 12 years. So you got a 50% chance that it'll happen within that 12 years. So you could, if you start working now, who knows, maybe you'll be one of the people that become a millionaire in 1 year, maybe 6 months, who knows, depending on what business you choose. Start working your ass off now, so you can enjoy the rest of your life, so you can have a life. Sacrifice time while you're young for the rest of your life. Your children one day will thank you for it. Your family will thank you for it when you retire, all of them. Your community will thank you for it when you give back. You will thank yourself for it. There's just infinite positives. There's no downsides. You might hear me say that and you'll say, well, but I won't be able to go clubbing. I won't be able to go clubbing when I'm 20. Motherfucker, why the fuck do you even want to go clubbing? That's bullshit. What the fuck, some bitches? Yeah, you said that fucking past 20 times you went clubbing. You didn't fuck any. You went home alone. I don't think you're going to be going to the club and fucking bitches. Fuck's sake. Just stop wasting time.
En 1 kilómetro, sal a la izquierda.
Sorry, that's my navigation. Stop wasting time. Get to work. Work your ass off. Stop doing all this useless bullshit. Put your head down, work, and it'll pay off for the rest of your life. Sacrifice your 20s and late teens, sorry.
En 400 metros, sal a la izquierda.
Sacrifice your younger years in the pursuit of enjoying the rest of your life. Thank you. This has been Fletcher from Men's Lifestyle Club. See you in the next one.